Hey there, John here, and we are walking to get a grilled cheese sandwich. Truth be told, we are always walking to get a grilled cheese sandwich because I am a creature of habit. So this is the Monday after VidCon, the first Monday back in the real world after an incredible weekend meeting really awesome people and doing a bunch of really cool experiences that I only get to do once in a year. So it's an adjustment. It's taking some getting used to be honest. It's not entirely awful, I've got to admit though, because one of the other things that's different about the VidCon weekend versus any other weekend is I'm feeding myself properly throughout the day, I am staying hydrated, I'm getting up early, I'm going to bed at a reasonable amount of time. For some reason, going to an incredible fan conference is a lot easier on my system than just average day-to-day life. I'm also loving the tree afro I'm giving myself there. So somehow being on the other side of VidCon, I'm feeling a lot more awake and refreshed than I ever feel. I've actually been maintaining and keeping myself hydrated. I got a water bottle to keep with me through VidCon that I'm keeping at my desk and refilling and staying hydrated with water instead of just with soda, and it's a very noticeable difference, so it's just something I've got to maintain and got to keep doing there. And now I'm sick. One day after I said, oh hey, I feel better than I've felt in my life because I'm drinking all the water. Yeah, about halfway through that day, I started getting that weird feeling at the back of your throat. And so after a trip to Target to get some cold medicine and some Honey Nut Cheerios, it is time to drive to Long Beach for rehearsal. Yay, commuting. I have to admit I am completely thrown off by paper box multi-layer blister. I may have to visit howtorecycle.info. So I'm currently trying to justify something in my brain and I'm pretty much made up my mind about it. I just have to work out the details, but I recently contacted my representative on the subject of gun control, and since then I've been getting a couple of emails from him and from his staff as well. And one of those emails informed me that there is going to be a town hall meeting tonight in Long Beach. Now, I am currently rehearsing in Long Beach, so I'm going to be very, very close to this. And it is going on from 6 to 8. My rehearsal starts at 7:30. I get off of work at 5 and I'll be in rush hour traffic. So my goal currently is to book it out of work at the soonest possible moment, get on the freeway, crawl through the traffic, and get to that town hall meeting, stay for as long as I can before I have to leave and maybe be a little late for my rehearsal, because this is pretty much the one issue that I care the most about right now. And I have a direct opportunity to have my voice be heard by people who are actively working toward it. So this is definitely something that I'm going to give a strong attempt for, and we'll see how that goes. Okay, so I'm still in a little bit of shock over what I just did, but before my rehearsal tonight, I went to the City Hall, which was literally a 5-mile drive from the theater, to attend basically a town hall meeting on gun control with our congressman here in California. As I walked in, they called for people to get in line to say something to the group. And after thinking about it for a moment, I got in that line and I slowly made my way up to the front, hearing everybody get up in front of the microphone and say their position either for gun control or against gun control. And half the room was applauding and half the room was booing. And it was finally my time to get up there, and I didn't have any notes. I didn't have anything prepared. I had some thoughts in my head that I was working on as I was making my way through the line. Hello, my name is John Schwiniger. I'm from Garden Grove, California, and I feel incredibly unqualified to stand up here. I'm not a politician, I'm not an expert, I'm not even certain that I have a stance, but what I am is scared. We have these posters up here showing that people who went to a nightclub or people who went to the movies or people who went to school are now dead at the hands of one person who got an idea and decided to act on it very effectively, very fast. And I apologize, I came in late also, so this may not be completely with the two bills on the floor, but we've seen legislation get up for a vote, and days before that vote happens, newspapers are already posting that it's doomed, these bills aren't going to fail. Sure enough, the vote happens, they don't go through. So I don't have an answer or a next action to take, but the starting place that I would start from is there are a lot of people in this room shouting a very loud yes, and a lot of people shouting a very loud no for the same topics. And we need to get both of those people to agree on something. Otherwise, nothing's going to pass. We can't get anything through on a 50-50 vote. So I think we just need to get people to sit down who completely disagree with each other, but agree that something's wrong, and if we don't change something, it'll continue to be wrong and continue to get worse. And I don't know what that answer is, but we've got to find it together. So that's what I was able to say to a large group of people, feeling extremely unqualified and nervous, and I'm still nervous right now. And now I've got to drive off to rehearsal and kind of rein it in and do some light and funny comedy, so go me. So that was kind of weird, getting up and making a political point, and now today I'm back to worrying about getting to work on time and rehearsals and memorizing lines and kind of the normal order of things, as if nothing weird happened yesterday. Apparently I still have some element of stage fright also, is what I learned. So now we're properly into July. It is officially July 1st. There's something oddly satisfying about setting up new spreadsheets for the month at work. But there's a lot going on this July. I'm rehearsing and preparing a show that will be going up at the end of July. The Backstories is moving into our Christmas in July spectacular that will take place over the course of the month over a few episodes. Also during the month of July, I have pledged to walk 22 miles to raise money for a charity called This Star Won't Go Out. The money raised is used to help support families with children who have terminal cancer, so they can pay for rent and food and other necessities. So if you would like to donate, or if you would like some more information, I have put some links in the description where you can do just that. And of course tomorrow's 4th of July, where my neighborhood blocks off the street and people get together and do barbecues and have food and drink and fun and do the fireworks at the end of the day, so we're gonna be doing that tomorrow. So that being said, it's time for me to head on home, edit this video, edit a podcast, and get ready for the day tomorrow, because somehow, even with a 3-day weekend, there's just not enough time to get everything done. So until next week, toodles.